Okay, guys. In my last video, I was doing some cuts, 150 thousandths cut with the new tool I ground on the KO tool cutter grinder. And this was what I had left in my lathe. And it looks suspiciously like this. I just needed to take about 5 thousandths off of it, and I have that pin. So all I need to do is shorten this up, take it out, drill and thread this hole, and then I come back to make the screw with the knurled knob, and I have my part. And it occurred to me, after shouting out to you guys, if you had anything like that laying around, it occurred to me that's a very simple thing to build. So, let's see how long that thing is. Okay, it's roughly 750 thousandths. So let's see roughly where I need to part that off at. Okay, so we're going to be 750 thou. It's not that critical. I can kind of eyeball that. Well, let's do it where we can see it. Okay, we got back to 750 here. Yep, that's where I'm at. So we'll go ahead and take that in as far as we can. That is quite a bit of stick out there, really, but we'll see. It's all I have. Okay, let me get you out of my way. One thing I learned about parting is to just keep it moving. Another thing I learned is I would be parting something and maybe get a little dry and a little hot, and then I would put a little oil on it, and the blade would disengage, it would stop cutting. And I realized what was happening is as soon as I put that oil on there, everything shrank, and the tool pulled away from the work because of contraction. Okay, I hate to bring this giant file out here, but okay, I need to check that. There, I've lost my seat here. I wasn't using the drawbar because I was running these aluminum rods through, and with the drawbar in there, I obviously can't run that aluminum tube through there. But for what I was doing, I really didn't need the drawbar. I wasn't putting a lot of pressure on anything. Just, parting 1/4 inch aluminum tubing. Pretty, it's pretty low impact. Okay, let's take this in and see if this fits the application. I have to shorten that up too. Okay. So basically, we're making these. That's still a little tight. Let's see how it goes over here. Yeah, it wants to start in there, but it's still need to take a couple thou off of that. So. There's really no problem, and just drop this thing back in. Drop that back in there a moment, and well, that's probably 1,000. I'll add one. Add a little bit more. Here's my my backlash. $20,000. I thought I figured out a way to eliminate that, and I guess what I need is some little thrust bearings, and just need to make up some space inside that mechanism. Okay, I suspect I need to take a touch more off of that. But let's go ahead and test it. Let's give it a test first. Always paper towel, never cloth. You know, I'm not in a position to teach anybody anything, but I can pass along some of the basic safety measures that I've learned along the way. I think that's going to be fine. And I might take these, go all the way down to the shoulder. This one here. No, this one here isn't here. Clean that off a little bit. Well, this is going to be fine. This is where it's going to be going. And that is a... Now, you know, I'm going to take a little bit more off just so that'll drop all the way down to the shoulder. Okay, I'm not seeing a transfer punch anywhere. I'm just going to that's actually centered well down there. You can see that. Let me see it for a minute. Yeah, that's fine. Transfer punch couldn't have done much better than that. Okay, I got an 11/64, so I'm gonna just start it going through this threaded hole. And then I'll slide out. Just come short of touching that hardened material. Let's see how I did there. (11/64). Pull this out. Okay, now need to keep that square. And I'm going to do that. Just give that just a touch. That's a hair too big. Let me get the drill. Well, this isn't high precision. I can kind of eyeball that. I was going to get a square out and lay that out. I'm just going to go ahead and tighten that up. And I'm going to drill that out with the, I believe it's an F drill. F, and that is for 5/16, 18. Okay, I'm going to bring out the fancy gear wrench. So we're going to get some oil on this tap, oil around inside that hole. And let me step over here and see how I'm doing for plumbness. Okay, now I got a good start, so I'm gonna oil that up. Get a little reverse. Little reverse. I think this is the only 5/16 tap that I have. I went through my taps and didn't have a slot for that. But then I went and looked at this, and I had a 5/16 hole tapped here on my thread checker, and I know I had to have the tap because I tapped that hole. And I am going to do that same thing to this steel. I'm going to put all the Imperial holes on that steel, and I got these sizes kind of highlighted that I'm going to do, kind of what I would consider the common sizes. What do I know? And another thing you want to do is have your tool tight in the collet. So with my carriage locked again, and my tool securely, the workpiece securely tightened into the collet, we should be able to breeze through this. And just keep it moving. This is 12L14. The margarine of steels. I think there's enough oil in there to finish this. Okay, I unlock my carriage, bring that away. I don't know if anybody caught that whole collet holder moving to the headstock. Well, enough of this already. How much can you do file there? But yeah, that movement was a clear sign that I've lost my contact with my taper. And the reason I'm not using a drawbar once again is I've been using this for these aluminum rods, and with my drawbar in there, I can't extend these all the way through my spindle. And I'm just lazy enough not to take the couple, literally half a minute to put that drawbar in. It's really no excuse for that. Okay, here we go. So this should be our finished part. I need to get in there and chamfer the edge of this edge. I shouldn't need to tighten anything for that. We'll try a different file. Okay, enough of that already. Okay, there's part number one. I want to do a little bit more just surface treatment. Really just wanted to clean up that OD. So there's part number one. The next part will make the screw to go through, and it'll be a long screw. Because what we are making once again is this. And that is for my radial grinding fixture. It also would work on my the adjusting for my table on the KO tool cutter grinder. Here's the gear wrench I was using earlier. It's scan that code maybe. So 3880 is their SKU. And if I can get this thing, when I bring the tool to the camera instead of the camera to the tool. So that's the little kit, the little Tommy bar, your die holder, your tap holders, and just in case you forget what's in the box, there's a little list of what's inside there. So yeah, if I remember right, this was, you know, in the $30 range. I should probably look it up for you, but I'm not going to. Okay, that's going to be it for this part. And we'll come back and make the screw. Well, enough of that. Stop. We'll come back and make this screw. And we'll even attempt knurling on that also. So anybody searching through their toolboxes to send me one of these or sell me one of these, you can let that go, because you know, I've got the means to make one, it turns out. Thanks again, guys. Like and subscribe. Tell a buddy. Bring a friend.